Hey everybody, how you doing today? Okay, so I'm doing a quick video. I got my snubby on because it's freezing. It is, I don't even know how cold it is, but it's so windy and we don't have the best windows in our house. And it's cold. Okay, so first let's start with all the people who are tagging me with their pictures that they did, the pictures that they're putting on YouTube, showing me their shading and all that, and how awesome all you guys are doing. You're doing awesome, 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 awesome. I can't even tell you. You guys are so hard on yourselves. You really are. For your first time, second time, third time, or whatever, and the shading and the face itself, I can't, it's like, I have to dig out my old stuff because mine doesn't even come close to when I first started compared to what you guys are doing. My stuff looks like a child did it when I first started years ago. And you guys, all your stuff is awesome. So that's number one. So quit being so damn hard on yourselves, because I always find that we're always harder on ourselves than we are on other people's stuff. And we shouldn't be, because you know, the fact that you do it is the most important thing. Now, we'll start with this and then we'll go on. What I do is I like to buy, unless I'm doing in my art journal where I know I'm not ripping out, I like to have the mixed media book, and that's the medium size, or a book where I can rip. It can be a composition book. You don't have to go out and spend money on you might hear my dog, my daughter's dog. The weather is so yucky here, and all the dogs are like congested and they're gagging. So you might hear my daughter's dog gagging. But what I'm going to do, this is what I do. I usually never keep hair on. I might do something if I'm drawing so I get an idea. But if you've drawn and you hate the hair, now let's say you love the hair, keep the hair. It's no big deal. And I'm just going to cut around the top because just to keep that. And then I'm going to go back around her face. That doesn't have to be anything spectacular. The main thing we want is her face and her neck. But yeah, we had like a cold front come in last night. Woo. Okay, she looks like she has a bathing cap on. But I'm going to show you why I do this. And like I said, if you don't necessarily want to, I just kind of keep it so I make sure that I have, and then I'll go back and just kind of keep a little bit. And if you don't want to keep a little bit, if you really hate what you have going on, just cut it off and just keep her face. But you see, now the face without that part, I mean, now you have a face, and that's what I was trying to explain. I forget to who, but like, I think it might have been Veronica. But when you do your face itself, okay, and let me just cut this off so I can show you exactly what I mean. Okay, let's just do that. We just got our face, we cut our face out. Okay, we drew it. You can draw it, not put hair on it. You can draw it. But when you look at this, no matter who you are, me, you, Joe Schmo down the street, whoever, when you just look at this, you're not going to like it because it's not a complete thing. What's going to add to it is when you add the hair and add the background. You're not going to necessarily just draw, and this is me, my opinion. I'm sure everybody has their opinion, and people might be watching this who draw faces and meh, 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 meh. You know, everybody got some shit to say. Everybody got their own style. Let me tell you. Everybody got their own style for anything, whether it's drawing, coloring, clay, jewelry making, knitting, sewing, whatever. And everybody got their own thing. My thing might not work for you. And then, you know, I've seen a lot of people who have had seen mine and then went and looked on at other people's stuff. Who do, you know, faces or eyes or to make them more realistic or do whatever. And that might work better for them than my teaching you how to do it. This is just me doing it. Like I said, you know, so, you know, if I work for you, fantastic. If I don't and you find somewhere better that, or somebody better that works for you, that you get their language. I know I'm not an easy person to, I'm a little goofy, and I do things almost on a, I don't, I break things down in such ways so I can understand it, hoping that you can understand it. Like, I hate watching, taking classes where you you spend this money, you take a class, and they teach you how to do it, but you get a general idea of how to do it. Like, I try to do my best for YouTube. I mean, I could do 20 videos on this, each stage, to do it perfectly. I mean, I keep you guys on here long enough. But I'm just trying to give you the generals. So understand, like, if this is your first one that you're playing around with colored pencils, then your next one will be a little bit better, and your next one will be better, and your next one will be better, and you will just get better. My question to you guys who are having, that you're not happy with how you have what you have, are you using your white pencil? Because the white pencil is what brings everything together. I know that quite a few of you are using Prismacolors. So if you're using Prismacolors and you don't have a white pencil, go to AC Moore or Michael's and grab the white or Blanc. Because that will make a difference in your face, because your face might be perfect and all you need to do is blend everything together with white or cream. Okay, if you have the cream color or white, those are your two magical colors. I know that AC Moore and Michael's are having big sales like Monday and Tuesday. I don't know what I did. Let me see. What's today's date? 24th. All right, these start next weekend. But you know, this week they have 40% off. This Friday coming up, I guess that means it's Black Friday. From 12 in the afternoon till closing, you get 60% off of one item. You get 40% off of your total regular price purchase. 30% off. I mean, there's like all these coupons that you can get online. But for this week, go buy yourself, I looked, they were $1.19 a piece. Buy yourself a white and a cream. And that'll make, if you don't have these, with your Prismacolors, and that will make all the difference in the world to you with blending. When I was watching Veronica's video, she was saying how she doesn't like for her lead to break or her colored pencils to break. Now, if you, I don't know if you remember or not, when I did these very, and the only reason my pencils got sharp was because I did it on a gessoed surface. This is a gessoed surface. You can see the texture underneath. It would not be like that on a regular piece of paper. I hold it way back here lightly, and you just want to lightly, so you won't be breaking your lead. You can go over this. See, I'm just very lightly holding it, barely pressure down, and I just keep going over the same part very lightly, and it gets darker and darker and darker. So you see how that works? So you don't have to push down, and then I'll turn it to the other side because it always gets to that point. Very lightly. I'm not pushing down like this. Can you see? That's me pushing down hard. I'm just very lightly, so it's just dancing on the paper. And then I take my white and I'll push a little harder, but I'm still going to hold back here, because if we hold up here, that's when you're putting that pressure on that wax on your tip, and that's when it'll break. So now I'm going to hold back here still, but I'm just going to push just a little bit harder, and you're going to see it lightens it up a little bit. But it blends it. And now if I do on here, it'll do the same thing. It'll blend it out. So you see? So it blends. Now, like I said, you can use cream also will work. And then I can go and go back this way. What I do is if that's not light enough, because you want to lighten your darker areas that you put on, then I'll go again with my pencil very lightly. I'm barely touching, you know, barely touching the paper. And I'll go the opposite way. And then I'll take my white and go the opposite way. And I would take a little bit more time doing this, but I just want to show you guys. You know? And then you put on your, that's why I lap over colors. We'll put another color over. So when I go in with my next color, which that's a purple, but if I was doing like a cream or a peach or whatever, I'd do halfway, and then that would cover in that, and it just blends it all in. And that's how we got all the blending on her. Like I said, that's gesso underneath, clear gesso. That's why she looks a little bit sandpapery. I don't care. To me, that doesn't matter. But the next one I do, I will not put the gesso down, just so you guys can see. Now, they also have, which, you know, I mean, I don't know money-wise what you all do and what you have, but they also have a thing called, and they have this at the AC Moore, and this is a double-ended color pencil blender. Color pencil blender. This is what it looks like. And who makes it? National. It says National 7660. Formulated to blend wax colored pencils. So let's take, I got stuff I want to show y'all, but let's take some fuchsia. And let's put some fuchsia very lightly all the way down to here. And we'll go over that. I'm just going to real quick. And I'll take a little bit more of my darker color so we can blend. And let's see what this does. This is a two-ended. So you get a thick end and then you get a little thin end for like when you do eyes or not. And obviously I did not clean that off. I always try to clean these things off when I'm done using them. I really don't use these too much anymore. But all this is really is an alcohol solvent. But you can see it blends, and I'll hold it up. It blends beautifully. I should look up and see if we can make these ourselves and stick our nibs in them. Bet you we could. I'm going to look it up. See what I can find out. But you see how beautifully that does. So let me just wipe some of that pink off. And look at that. It blends. I mean, it really does blend. Beautiful. So, like for instance, if I was going to do her neck with this, move it down. Now this is like on a sand, like I said, the gesso. So it's not going to have the same reaction on a plain, smooth piece of paper, but you'll get the idea. And you'll see. So if I can find a cheaper way for us to do this, then I will. But you can see it's blending. Makes it a little bit smoother. You know, I can go into the eyes and just smooth it out a little bit more. Is this necessary? No. And like I said, I will see if we can find an alternative, because I might even have written down in my book of tricks. But it's nice to have. I don't really use it much. I use my white and my cream. But you can see, it just gives it a little bit more blend. And like I said, it works better on your regular paper without it being gessoed. So that's that. So I cut this off. So let's pretend we're going to put it on this background. And what I'm going to do is turn it this way because of the girl, just so you can see. So what I would do is I would glue her on, pretend like that girl's not on there, and I would glue her on. Okay? Now, it can be either way. You can do it this way, but I really can't cover the girl too much because then she has eyes over her head. So I would glue her on, right, instead of her. Glue her on the bottom. She's on this great background. We'll do one of these after the Christmas one, okay? Then I would take the modeling paste, or you could take a little bit of matte medium or your Elmer's glue or whatever and just mix a little bit of, I don't know, flour or something. I have a gesso and I have a molding paste recipe I'll have to get up. It's on my blog. And once she's glued down, then put the molding paste around his hair. Okay, let it dry and then go in and color her hair the color that you want it. Which I would probably do the orange because the orange sticks out from the thing. And then you have this beautiful, okay, you give this beautiful face on this background. And I love doing that. So that'll be one of the ones we do next. How about that after our Christmas one? Now, what I want to do is I would put her in the middle of this one. Okay, and glue her on. Do her some crazy hair with some flowers in it and do flowers all around here. That's what we'll do in the next one. So that'll be fun and easy, and you guys will really like it. So that's that. So don't worry. Like I said, the face always looks funny. Always looks funny without the hair. It never looks like you know, everybody's like, all your faces look great. Look at mine without the hair. So no big deal. And I think like I don't know if I said this prior or not, but if you've already done your hair on in your book, you know, with your thing, and you don't like it, cut the hair off like I just did. If you did your hair in the book and you love it, just cut it all out around the hair. If you don't want to cut it out and you just want to keep practicing until we go to our next one and I'll redraw another one and we'll do it on a canvas, then just keep practicing and keeping them in your book the way they are. And that's how you'll know you're getting somewhere. And we're doing colored pencils first, and then we'll get to the acrylic paints with the shadowing and everything like that. But I'm trying to make it easy for those of us who get stuck on the couch or in bed or can't sleep and you just want to do something, you know, that you feel very productive and artistic and everything. And this is definitely a good way to go. So this is the start. So don't be so hard on yourselves. You guys are doing really, really great. Now, I'm done blabbering on that. I went and picked up, Michael's is having sales on their Christmas stuff. You know how they do 40%. So for my, and you do not have to do this, but for my canvas, my next, our Christmas mixed media piece that we're going to start this week, I just picked up a package of snowflakes. You don't need them. You can even cut them out of paper, which we can do. If you guys want me to cut them out, show you how to cut them out of paper, let me know and put it down, you know, below this that you would like me to do that, because we can do that. You could throw glue and glitter on them, or you can just leave them like this, you know, just cut out of the paper and add them on. Whichever way you guys want to do it. But I picked them up. They were like $1.99, so I couldn't pass them up. And then I could not pass up these cute little owls. And I don't know if I'm going to use them on the painting or not, or just, I don't even know what I'm going to do with them. Because I buy these things. I'm not a card maker or anything, but I stick them on things. So I might stick a little owl on there, or I just might use the candy canes and all. I don't know. They were like 99 cents, and I love owls, and I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I'm a goofball. Okay, next. I have no Christmas paper. So I went to Michael's first. Now here's a little tip for you if you have a Michael's and AC Moore. I went to Michael's first, and because I swore that they're the ones who had my circle template. I found the circle template, but they had no, they had the big humongous books of Christmas paper for like 20 bucks or whatever the hell they sell them for. And I was like, I don't be wanting to know a lot of Christmas papers. I just want enough to do my thing. So I thought, okay, I know I have to go to AC Moore, but knowing me and my luck, I will go to AC Moore and they will have this, you know, nothing. So let me just pick something here that can work for me. So I got this really cool, I don't even know if you can see it. It's red, obviously. Oh my God, I'm such a dork. But it has like these strings in it. Boy, I could make that myself. That would be really cool looking. Anyway, it's like glitter paper, but then they have like these strings. I don't even know if you could see it. See the strings? Like when my camera quits being an ass? Through it. And it's really, really cool looking. So I grabbed that. I love snakeskin. So I grabbed green because I picked Christmas colors. I picked, and then I picked this red that has like this, it's like a homemade paper kind of look to it. Red does not come up on my thing very good because I don't think I have the settings good for red. I told you I'm colorblind. I drive my daughter nuts. And then it has on the back, so I can use both sides. I think that's the only one that has a back, yeah, of these ones. So it has some hearts in there if I want to use it, or I could use it this way. Okay. Then I went, so I was like, all right, I'm just going to pick those colors, work with them. And then I found the snowflakes and I thought, okay, I can do something with that. I can print some stuff off the internet, you know, some pictures to use if I need to, because the main picture we're going to draw and do, and it's going to be all great and everything wonderful. So then I went to AC Moore. That's my advice to you. Go to AC Moore, because I paid $1.99 for each of those sheets I just showed you. These are all 99 cents. All right. Gold with the embossed flowers, 99 cents, AC Moore. Christmas trees, 99 cents, AC Moore. Who doesn't like a snowman? 99 cents, AC Moore. This is the back, which I didn't even know the lady showed me. She's like, oh, I love double. I don't like double back because I feel like then I'm wasting it because then I got to choose. But these are like vintage Santas, so I thought, oh, how cute. And 99 cents, AC Moore. And then who doesn't love the little hot chocolate and little candy canes? 99 cents, AC Moore. So for what I spent at Michael's for 3 sheets of paper that aren't even Christmas related, just Christmas colors, AC Moore. And they had tons. I had to stop myself. I'm like, okay, you're only doing one canvas. So I think what I might do is either make 2 paintings, or like, because these won't go to waste even if I, even if I only use little pieces of them, because I'll probably only use like little squares of them. Even if I mailed them out to people, like if somebody needed it, you'd never, I don't know. I don't know how much I'm going to use. So that's what I got. So if you have an AC Moore near you, go there because their papers are wicked cheap. You could pick 3 pieces for $3 and you have your, or even 2 pieces, and you have a background for your Christmas thing. If you can't, go to AC Moore. I can do one of 2 things. I can scan them in and email them to you. And then all you have to do is print them out on your printer and use them. Mind you, they're going to be inkjet. So if you have cheap aerosol hairspray from the dollar store, or you have workable fixative, use that. Or if you can be careful and, not, because the ink will smear, obviously, because it's inkjet. I also suggest that you print on cardstock. When you have an inkjet printer, if you print on cardstock, it won't smear as easily if you just do on regular printer paper, because when you use cardstock, the ink actually goes into the thicker paper. So it sits in it, okay, as opposed to when you use printer paper where it sits on top. So, of course, as soon as you go wet that or put anything wet on it, it smears it. So anytime you want to print something out that you want to use, not that cardstock will not smear, but you have a lot more open working time that if you want to just quickly, print it out on cardstock, and you can get that with a coupon for $2 at AC Moore or Michael's. You get a big, humongous package. I always have cardstock with me. But if you print that and on your cardstock and you put it on and you know exactly where you're going with it, first put your glue down, whatever glue you're using, put your piece of paper down and push it down. And if it's, kind of set something on it or hold it down till it sticks, you'll be better off, you know what I mean? And then if you have to do a quick on top towards the end, that won't smear, if that makes sense to you. I hope that makes sense. I might have spoken backwards. Who knows? Okay, so here's the thing. This is my circle template. I finally found it at AC Moore after I bought one at Michael's. So I am going to do a giveaway, which this is the one I have, and I have to find around here, and this is the one I've used for years and years and years. It's called a Circles inking template. 39 circles from 1/16 to 1 3/8. Okay. Risers for smear free. It's flexible. Okay. So what I like about this is for my circles and eyes. Now, this is the one I got from Michael's. And what I like about this and why I'm going to do it in a giveaway, I was going to keep it and everything. And I thought, you know what? I might do this in the giveaway with the pencils because you guys let me know. Because I know a lot of you have the Prismacolor pencils because you guys have been drawing in them. So for me to give you pencils that you already have would kind of be silly. So should I do just the Prismacolor pencil giveaway and then do this in a separate giveaway so then everybody has a chance? What I like is it has this big circle. So if you want to draw this as your face and practice in on your faces, you can. It's great. I'm going to do another video later on today to show you how I use it because the video is getting way too long. And I wanted to show you other things. So I wanted to show you my sketchbook that I got and what I keep in my thing. And so we'll do all that next. But that's kind of where I'm going with that. And then I wrote down the colors. Like I said, it's only a few that I use on the face. So, you know, I'm going to get a white and a brown and the yellow ochre and a peach and the cream and, you know, maybe an eye color. It depends on what they have. So that'll be within the next couple weeks, next week or so. Oh, my head. And it's Sunday morning. And then this is one of my favorite erasers, and you can get this at Michael's or AC Moore and use your coupon. It's not that expensive. It's the Faber-Castell Dust Free. I guess it's German or something. Dust Free eraser. And it's really great because when you erase, it gives you a nice erase, and it gives you like these long eraser like dust rather than when you erase with like a regular eraser and you get all that icky stuff. Which I use regular erasers too, but I love these because it is it's like dust-free erasing, and it's for all pencils. You know, when you erase, you get like a really great line of the dust stuff, so it's not everywhere. So especially when you're working in bed, I'll have to see. Maybe I'll pick one of these up too to give away with the circle template. I don't know. I have to think. But these are great because when you're in bed or you're on the couch and you don't want all that like crummy stuff around, do you know what I mean? This is great because it kind of keeps it into one thing. And somebody asked about my pencil sharpener. I used to use the Prismacolors. I used to keep it in my bag of pencils, colored pencils. But I've used 2 of them, and I've broke 2 of them because I use them so very much. And they're specifically for those color pencils. I use this. It's $1. I got to see. Maybe I'll pick one of these up too to go with the. Maybe I'll do these in the pencil giveaway, and then the. So you guys let me know. Do you want a pencil sharpener and the color pencils for the face in a giveaway, and then the circle template and an eraser in a different giveaway? I'd like to do 2 giveaways because it gives more people a chance to win. But if you guys all want it one, so just let me know below this. Oh my goodness, excuse me. And then we'll go from there. So this is $1, and it's at AC Moore and Michael's, and it's right where all their drawing stuff is. And you'll see them. They come in a million colors. I have another one in my big pouch, which I'll show you later, that I keep in there in there. So I'll have to, I'll show you in my next video that I'm going to do for what to put in bed with you. If you don't have a, never mind, in case there's kids watching. Okay. So quit being so damn hard on yourselves with your faces, because all your faces look good. And like I said, anybody's face looks like crap when you ain't got no hair on it. And if you do have hair on it and you don't like the hair, cut the hair off. I think all hair is great. Okay? Molding paste gives it such texture. Something you can do if you've already have your molding paste and it's in your book and you're not really thrilled with the hair, because molding paste gives texture, take a darker color of the main hair that you did. Like, let's say if you did the hair a light pink, take a fuchsia. Or if you did the hair a light brown, take a black, and just lightly go over the top of the ridges of the molding paste to give it depth. Because nobody's hair is really one color. We have several colors, highlights, and all that kind of thing. So that'll give you some cool highlightage. So keep that in mind. And like I said, I'm going to have another video. I don't know if it'll be today or it'll be up in the morning. But talking about what we're going to use, in our bag for our couch and bed, stuff that when we can't move, and that kind of thing. So that's all I have to do, as I think about the colored pencils and all that. So let me know what you guys want. Colored pencils and a sharpener is one giveaway, and then the circle template, which I'm going to show how to use in the next video because this one's getting long. And, so the circle template I've been using for years and years and years and years. And if I could find my other one, I don't know where it is. I've looked everywhere, and I'm sure I'll find it. But now that I have this one, you will see how much loved it is. I have markings on it because I mark, like, if I'm doing certain faces, if I want the eyes, like I know where to put it when I want the eyes further or closer or whatever. And I mean, it's marked up. It is so well loved. It's filthy, but I love it. And I have it all like set to my standards of what I do. Now I have to start over. But, and I'm sure if I put it on these, and I'll do it to show you guys, these are probably off. So you'll see what this thing does. It's awesome. So be kind to each other because you never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love all you guys. If you're just finding me for the first time, please sub. I love new subs. I have contests. I try to have as many, as possible. Sometimes they're big when I hit big numbers, and sometimes they might just be, small. But giveaway is a giveaway. And remember, tomorrow we're picking our resin winner by noon. So if you haven't gone on to that page and signed up, get over there quick, because I will have the winner up around noon Eastern tomorrow. And then we will be contest free, and then we'll go on from there for what we want. So leave me a comment. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And any questions, just to leave me a question. You can find me and follow me. Go on my about section, and there's my Instagram, my Pinterest, my Facebook name. Everything is on there. I think I put my email address. I have to double check. So you can find me in the about section. Just scroll down, and you can hit me up everywhere. And if you hit me up everywhere, I'll follow you back. And we can just be one happy, big family, big happy family. So keep drawing, keep tagging me. I love seeing them. Quit being damn hard on yourselves. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.